Now just try to understand this diagram. Okay, I just draw here one diagram. Okay, now you will get to know how to draw a diagram and what exactly you need to draw. Of course, you have to draw this pole first. Okay, this pole, this is what your pole. Okay, and then you have to give 3 supply, or you can say 3 phase AC supply. You just have to draw one winding over here. Okay, and this is how you have to just draw your rotor. Now after draw this diagram, you have to explain this thing. What you have to explain? Now see, first for this diagram, what you have to explain. Suppose when you are providing 3 phase AC supply. Okay, when you are providing 3 phase AC supply to the stator, and this is what your pole of the stator. It means you are just providing at the winding. You are providing AC supply to this winding. Now what it will going to do? It will going to produce a rotating magnetic field, right? Right now at the instant, what will going to happen? A magnetic field will going to come down at the rotor, right? And this is what the rotor. Now this magnetic field is revolving, right? Revolving, suppose in this direction. Okay, this is what the stator magnetic field. Stator RMF direction, right? Now just I told you, if there is a rotating magnetic field is produced over here, there is a relative motion, because at the instant your rotor is standstill, then there is a relative motion here. Now this is what your relative motion. Okay, this is what your relative motion. Now just because of that relative motion, your conductor will start going to cut your magnetic field, right? Your conductor will going to cut this magnetic field which is flowing in this direction, and your conductor will going to cut the magnetic field. And when it will going to cut the magnetic field, like our Faraday always told us, any conductor will going to cut the magnetic field, and EMF will going to induce inside that conductor. It means this conductor will going to induce the EMF, right? The direction of the induced EMF is given by the Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule. Okay, what it tells us? See, this thumb, all these 3 fingers, it has to be perpendicular to each other, right? Like this way, right? Your thumb is telling us the direction of the motion. Your index finger is tells us the direction of the magnetic field, and this middle finger is telling us the direction of the induced EMF or induced current. Okay, now I will explain you properly. Now suppose these are 3 diagrams. You need to draw these 3 diagrams. Diagram A, I can say, diagram B, and diagram C. You need to feel something. Okay, what it is exactly I will tell you. Okay, now here you have to just provide 3 phase AC supply. Here again 3 phase AC supply. 3 phase AC supply. Okay, now let's see at the diagram number 1. We are already discussed about this. Suppose we are providing 3 phase AC supply. When we are going to provide 3 phase AC supply, a magnetic field will going to produce at the stator pole, right? And suppose this is actually coming down towards the rotor, like this, coming down. Okay, now what is going to happen over the rotor? See, actually this stator having a rotating magnetic field. Stator which having RMF rotating magnetic field, but at the initial stage, your rotor is standstill. It means it has some relative motion. The relative motion is in a opposite way. You can say relative motion. Now just because of your relative motion, your conductor, it will going to cut the magnetic flux which is available inside this air gap. Okay, now it will going to cut the magnetic flux. Now just because of the cutting the magnetic flux, our Faraday's law tells us that it will going to induce an EMF, right? Whenever the conductor cut the magnetic flux, it will going to induce an EMF, right? Now with the help of Fleming's right hand rule, right? We will get the direction of the EMF. How it is exactly? See, now your magnetic field which is coming down, magnetic field is coming down like this. Now your index finger is showing us magnetic field which is coming down this way, right? See, this is what the direction of the magnetic flux, right? This is what our relative motion, this is what our relative motion, this is what our magnetic lines of force direction, magnetic flux direction. So this will gives us an induced EMF direction or an induced current direction. It means it is coming out, right? So coming out, it means I can show the dot over here, dot, right? If it is going inside, then we use cross. Coming out, we use dot, right? Now you can show the dot. Now just because of that, current is present, there is a magnetic field is going to produce, right? Now we'll see in a next diagram. Same you have to just explain here, you have to just show it here. There is a magnetic lines of force, you can say fluxes, which is rotating in nature, right? And here you have to show dot, okay, dot. Now just because of this current is present, why there is a current is present? Because your rotor is a closed circuit. When there is a EMF is present in a closed circuit, your current will started flowing through the circuit. Now then current is started flowing through the circuit, the magnetic field will going to produce. Now when there is a magnetic field, so we have to know what is the direction of the magnetic field. Now your current is coming outside with the help of right hand thumb rule. With the help of right hand thumb rule like this, your fingers is going to show us what the direction of the magnetic field, which is like this, which is actually like this, right? Like this, you can say like this, upward. Here it is again coming downward, going upward, right? Coming downward, going upward, right? So this is what the magnetic field will going to generate at the rotor bars, right? And just because of that, what will going to happen? What it will going to do? It will going to oppose at the right hand side of the fluxes. What it will going to oppose? It will going to oppose the fluxes which is present at the right hand side of the pole, because it is having upward direction here, right? But at the left hand side, it will going to become additive in nature. So at the left hand side, the fluxes will be going to become add. So it means you are having this direction, okay? So it will become add like this way. The direction of your fluxes which is coming towards your rotor, it will like this way. It will comes like this way. It means here you will get like this. Okay, here in this third diagram, you will get the fluxes like this, and at the right hand side there is nothing, or you can say a weakened flux. Flux will going to weak, right? But left hand side, the flux will going to becomes thick, becomes dense, and this is how it will going to push. This is how the magnetic force will be generated, and your rotor will start rotating in this direction. You can say as the same of the rotational magnetic field direction. Okay, rotating magnetic field direction, your rotor started rotating in the same direction. So this is what the working you have to explain. Diagram A, B and C. These three diagrams you have to draw and you have to explain one by one. So this is what you have to just explain for the working of three-phase induction motor. It will come for the 3 marks. Okay. So that's all for this topic. Hope you will understood.